everything is put together on the inside of the shop. We've gone ahead and exposed the rebar and the foundation so that our slab can bond to that. We're gonna go ahead and clean that off just a little bit better. And my concrete guy said he wants a little bit of a gap, more of a gap behind that so that he's got room to work. So we're gonna go a shovel width outside of the entire shop. That also means we have to expose this one as well. I left this one covered because I knew it would be weeks in between getting this leveled and getting concrete in here, and I needed this to be usable. So it's only covered by maybe 2 or 3 inches of rock. It's really not that deep, but we've got to expose it so that the rebar can all be bent and placed in, and then we'll be ready for concrete on Monday. Chipping at this though is pretty brutal because no matter what your shovel is going into, it's never getting into anything. It's hitting something and knocking it loose, whether it's a rock or a piece of rebar or the actual concrete down below. So it's a little jarring on the joints, but it's going pretty fast. Bless my soul, I have been waiting, holy cannoli, that is insane. I have been waiting for this day for a month now, and that fleet of cars means we are pouring the pad on this shop. I can't even wait. Can't even believe it. Not using my laser's over there. They have a regular laser, but this one here is a dual axis laser. It picks the slope from where we're starting there. You bring your laser over to here, he's gonna find me, and now the laser will actually start tipping down to find this new point. Then anywhere that laser's being put, from here to there, it will tell you where your slope needs to be so that we maintain that watershed from the back of the shop all the way to the front. Our other garage does not slope the way it's supposed to, and it is difficult to use water in there. I don't want that problem here, so they're going well out of their way to make sure that the slope stays.
Sometimes it takes a minute for him to think, but he usually gets there. That transmitter is transmitting signal to this. This is transmitting to the laser to keep creating a percentage of fall. It just takes a minute. Sometimes it goes up a ways, questions itself, and it says, no, we're going to turn them the other way.
Throughout this entire process, I'm going to be watching these like a hawk. These are our telltale that this is still good. The PSI is so high that it allows it to make a very loud and abrupt noise when we pour if something goes wrong. We should be okay. Everything has been formed and is prepped. Now I just need to get rid of all of the stuff around the perimeter of this so that nothing is in their way, which we can totally do. They've reformed this using kind of different material because they want it to look a little better. So what we're going to do is put a steel grate over that. And that was my intention all the way, but he said, let's bury it actually in the concrete, make it look a little more flush and smooth. This guy is all about making his work look the best. So we're going to weld that up later today. our ring is done, and thanks to some friends at Duckworks, where I used to work, they were able to hook me up with this steel quick and cut very quickly. Thanks, Jeremy. All the steel that went into my house, I bought from Duckworks because I used to work there, and it was a great place to work and a cool company, and I like them. Anyway, we are ready to put that in over my manhole cover, and I'll be honest, what I initially planned on doing was pouring the concrete, leaving the square vacant, and then setting this on top, and then welding my gate to it for access. Ed was so against that because he thought, Joel, my floor is going to look so much nicer than that. The concrete I'm giving you and the job I'm doing for you is going to look way too nice to have something like that. So he insisted that we have it built right now so that we can bury it in the concrete and kind of make it more flush mount. So Ed insisted. When he insists, you do what he says. These are the final forms that Ed and his crew are going to be putting down, and tomorrow we're going to finish pouring this. As you can tell, the concrete pad has already been poured. The RV pad has been poured. And if you want to see how we got through all of those steps, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for next week. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye, guys.